The next question becomes, how do I actually start a conversation with that coach? And that's where most athletes fall short. So let's spend some real time on that. Communication is still the most underrated part of recruiting. Think of it this way: if a coach sees you play once, writes your name down, and never hears from you again, you disappear into a list of 100 players. But if you follow up, send updates, and keep in touch, you go from a name on a list to someone I know and remember. That's the power of communication. So let's break this down year by year. Your freshman and sophomore years, you need to build a habit. At this stage, coaches cannot contact you directly, but you can still get on the radar. This is the time to establish professional habits and show maturity. The emails you should send: introductory email. Your purpose is to introduce yourself, show interest, and share your first highlight link. A thank you after a camper visit, and that purpose is to express gratitude and stay visible after exposure events. The academic update. The purpose is to demonstrate that you're more than an athlete, you're recruitable academically too. Even one short, well written note after a camper showcase shows that you're organized and serious. It tells a coach, this kid gets it. You're not begging for attention, you're building recognition. Start early, even if it feels small. The athletes who begin communication as freshmen or sophomores are the ones who feel confident and natural by junior year. Your junior year, it's when you gain traction and build momentum. This is where things get real. Coaches are now actively recruiting, evaluating, and narrowing their lists. Your communication needs to be steady and purposeful. Every 4 to 6 weeks with something new to say. The emails you should send: your preseason update, your updated highlight film email, a camp or visit follow-up, and a scholarship or roster spot inquiry. Each message is short and professional, but collectively, they tell a story of progress. Your email cadence should mirror how a strong recruit behaves: clear, consistent, and confident. If a coach knows your name before the July evaluation period, that's not luck, it's communication done right. Now, by senior year, relationships should already exist. Now, your emails become clarity, updates, and closure. Emails you should send: your senior year kickoff update, and you share any new film stats or final academic standing. Your midseason update, that's to keep your name fresh and show continued improvement. The decision timeline notice: professionally communicate your college decision timeframe. And thank you and final follow-up. And maintain respect and professionalism regardless of the outcome. This is where emotional intelligence matters. Coaches remember players who communicate with gratitude and maturity. And even if they choose another school, your reputation can follow you in a good way for years. And why does this matter? Communication is your separator. Player A posts a highlight film and waits. Player B posts, emails, follows up, thanks the coach, and provides updates. Guess who gets remembered? Always, always player B. Because recruiting isn't just about talent, it's about trust. Coaches invest in players who show discipline, follow through, and awareness. Every email you send is proof of that mindset. Now, I know what some of you are thinking right now. Coach, I get it, but I still don't know what to say when I email a coach. Well, that's exactly why I created my most popular product to date, the College Coach Communication System. And here's the truth: communication is the part families mess up the most. They either say too little and never get noticed, or they overshare and never get a reply. Coaches in college receive hundreds of messages each week. If you don't know how to stand out, you just get lost in the pile. The communication system fixes all that. It gives you every word, every template, and every strategy I've used as a college coach for more than 30 years. Inside, you'll get 3 of my most trusted recruiting books: the email playbook, the Q&A playbook, and the Parents Recruiting Survival Guide. Plus, I give you my exclusive training video on how to stand out at AU events. And it's all bundled for less than what it costs to enter an AU tournament over a weekend in the summer. And we know that could be $75 to $100. It's less than that. Here's why this has become my best-selling resource ever. You know exactly what to say in every situation. First email, follow-up, thank you, or post-event update. You'll stop second-guessing yourself and start communicating like a real college recruit. You finally understand how coaches think, so your message hits differently. And within a week, you'll have a complete communication plan that instantly makes you more visible to college staffs. The families who've used it tell me the same thing. Coach, we finally feel confident talking to college coaches. That confidence changes everything because once you know how to communicate, you take control of your recruiting journey instead of waiting and hoping. So if you're tired of guessing what to write, tired of wondering if you're being too pushy or too quiet, the College Coach Communication System is your blueprint. Grab it right now. The link is in the description below. It's the fastest, clearest, most proven way to start real conversations with college coaches. And it's the same system I wish every family had when I first started coaching.